It's slow because the industry is very conservative. It's a, it's a mixture of different factors. Same as with the success factors. You can't use just one. You need a combination of them to make your innovation successful, right?
I see.
Same approach works here. You actually there's a combination of factors. One that you mentioned, that it's more expensive, is absolutely correct. Another one is that the industry is very conservative. In construction industry, more than anybody, any other industry, nobody likes change. And the biggest problem is that risk taken in construction industry is very costly in every respect that you can think of. Okay, let us imagine that you use a new fertilizer in the field. If it doesn't work, so the fertilizer is more expensive, but let's say it's a more environment friendly. Okay, in one field, there's no harvest. If things go wrong, you don't have, there's no grain. Okay, you use a new product in construction industry. Let's say building, if you make a residential building. Just imagine if it collapses because the material you use was new, it was more expensive, it was more environment friendly, but you were not sure of that. But you are not sure if it can hold the weight of the structure, because for all of your life you have been using another one. It is cheaper. Okay, it's not that environment friendly, but you're sure about that. The risks in the construction industry are much higher, and that's why it is much more regulated by the governments. And this is actually another hinge, because suppose you develop a very good green technology or a very good green product, to introduce it to the market, you have to get a lot of governmental approvals. In construction, there is very little you can do without licenses, certificates, protocols, approvals, and it takes years to get them. And it's a very costly process. So these are the basic reasons that the innovation in construction industry doesn't go that fast as we would like it to be.
That's very interesting. So it's like a little bit like finance. So much regulation that like the new entry, the entry barriers are very high for like new, players to come in and shake things up. All right.
Armin, you're absolutely right. And I would like to point out one thing. I work for a big international companies. We are working in like 50 countries. And the regulations in all companies are so different that there's no one single approach that you can take. You have to follow every rule in every country. I was actually very much surprised to understand that if you are within the European Union and you have a certain technology or a product which is licensed in your country, for example, France, and you want to sell it to your neighbor, Germany, then you have to license it again with the German government. The European Union accreditations, protocols, certificates don't work. You go all the way again, the whole cycle. So it's like this, but that's the characteristics of the industry.